My name is Freddy Garcia, and I am here to speak financial education with you.
I think a good place to start is just sort of talking about what are some things that we should be doing on a regular basis to maintain our finances, make sure we can sort of stay on top of things.
The main thing that we could be doing to stay on top of our finances is one word: intentional. Being intentional about every dollar that comes into a person's household is paramount. What you will not measure, you will not know about. And so it's important to track every dollar that comes in and also every dollar that goes out. There are finances, there are things that we do every day, every week, every month that helps us gain a clear understanding of where our money is going. And a lot of people are not very intentional about those things, and it's very, very, very important to be intentional.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think that's a great perspective. What are some ways that people can make sure that they are being intentional with those dollars?
First thing that I say that somebody could do to be intentional about their finances is understanding when their money gets deposited to their account. Once you know that, then you can determine how much you will pay without going under, going into the negative. It's a game of math, really. And so each person, I encourage them to look at their finances and understand the money coming in per week or maybe per month, and then seeing the money coming out per week or maybe per month, and then matching those and making sure that there's always a room for making those reasonable.
Yeah, so really checking in on your budget on like a weekly or a monthly basis just to sort of track your progress and making sure that you are where you need to be and making those adjustments if you see something different.
It changes for each person. Some people might find it okay to check on their budget every month. Some people might just do a yearly one, and they're very disciplined and they know exactly where their money goes, when it goes, and then the money coming in. And other people might need more attention, more intentionality behind it, to where daily they need to keep themselves a budget of no more than per day. And I think that will help people in the long term to make the money coming in more than the money going out.
I wasn't originally going to ask this question, but it occurred to me as you were talking. A lot of people, especially in the younger generation, have side gigs or they work in like a creative field and their income every month isn't always the same. So keeping a budget in that aspect can be hard for them because they don't know what to expect coming in. Is there any sort of advice or like guidance that comes to mind in that regard?
That's actually an excellent question. There are freelancers, there are people who, in a proverbial way, they cook their own steak. They're responsible for cooking their own steak. And I would say that for every person, this is general in life. Control the controllables and do not worry about the things that you cannot control. In this specific scenario, the controllables will be the money that you spend. You know where you need to be at. You know that you have this bill, if you need to pay rent or utilities or things like that, to where you always overestimate the amount and underestimate the money coming in. So you know you have a benchmark of the money that needs to be coming in for you to pay your bills. And then anything beyond that could be seen as a bonus per se, but always give that bonus a plan, whether it be put it into a retirement account, put it into some other sort of way where it generates more income.
Yeah, no matter how much is coming in, your money should always have a job. I liked the way you put that. I've never heard it put that way before, but yeah, every dollar should have a job, even if that job is just sitting in, a money market account or a CD or whatever it may be.
I think not a lot of people give themselves a leeway, some sort of room, some sort of a net that could catch them if something were to happen. I think it's important to at least do 10% of every paycheck, set it aside, and let it collect.
That's a great mindset to have for sure, because I know a lot of times you're like, oh, well, I have this extra money at the end of the month. Now I get to go do something fun, which is definitely like you shouldn't like not have fun in your life, but understanding that, you know, you should also be setting your future self up for success and in case there's an emergency.
Absolutely. And a lot of times people think budget, oh my God, no budget, that's restrictive. And that's not the right way to think about it. A budget is your friend. A budget will teach you where your money goes. A budget will teach you where your attention goes, what your interests are. Mm-hmm. You can budget for fun. You mm-hmm. can budget to have fun with your money. You can budget to use your money for things that bring out the best in you and refresh your mind, your soul, and make you feel good about life, because after all, you're meant to enjoy those funds. But the budget will also hold you accountable for the things that you're responsible for. All it takes is one small step in the right direction, and another one, and another one, and another one, and people think about the whole mile, mm-hmm. not realizing that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step.
Well, is there advice you have that you want to make sure that someone hears?
I'd say find a coach to look at your situation and see what you can control and what is out of your control. It's very important sometimes to understand that alone you can do so much. Mm-hmm. And when you get a team of people that want to invest in you, people that see the best in you, people that believe in you, it matters so much.